hitting me, guys. I'm in my last semester of undergrad right now, and I've had a lot of mixed emotions lately, I'm not gonna lie. Like, on one hand, part of me is excited to start physical therapy school, but on the other hand, I'm also kind of sad. You know, I spend a lot of time at the rec center and at the library, and thinking about how I only have like 3 more months left to utilize these spaces on campus, it's a weird feeling, I gotta say. But all good things do come to an end eventually, and I've learned a lot the past few years. I'm a totally different person I am today than I was my freshman year, and I think every senior could say the same. I don't regret anything throughout my past few years. I try not to live my life in regret, but there are definitely things I wish I knew before going into my freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 things I wish I knew before I started college. What's going on, YouTube? My name is Jason Lee. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I cover everything related from physical therapy, athletics, academics, and more. So if you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I vividly remember my first week going into college. I was so nervous that I would literally start planning what my week would look like in college weeks ahead of my first day of classes. Like, I'd literally be like, okay, I'm gonna eat at like 8 to 8:30, and then I'm gonna go to class from like 9 to 10, and then I'm gonna shower at like 10:12 sharp, and then I'm gonna get dressed at 10:18 sharp, and then like chill. I was way too anxious about it. Like, I also bought way too many school supplies. Like, I bought so many notebooks and so many pencils, so many pens, like unnecessarily overprepared. I also bought every single one of my textbooks from the bookstore way ahead of time, which actually leads me to my first point, and that's textbooks. Guys, my first semester in college, I bought every single textbook required in the bookstore, and I spent over $800. What I didn't know is that for some of these classes, I would maybe crack the book open once or twice throughout the entire semester, and some classes, I didn't even use it at all. I mean, personally for me, I don't even buy my textbooks anymore until the first week of classes to get an idea of, am I really going to need this textbook? I mean, if a class is a textbook required that has an access code in it, which gets you into a homework platform that's part of your grade, and school's kind of a scam when they do that stuff, but then yeah, I have to buy it. If it's just a textbook without an access code, I personally will just scour the internet for other sites that sell it for either much cheaper, or I'll try and find PDF files that are free. University bookstores tend to list these books at the highest price in the market, so unless you can only get it from the bookstore, then don't buy it from them. Alright, now here's a little unethical hack to save you a lot of money. And I'm not promoting this at all, I'm just saying how in a hypothetical scenario, it can save you guys a lot of money. And that's using this website right here called Library Genesis. This site has so many textbooks that you can find for free as a PDF format, and in a hypothetical scenario, it has saved me a lot of money. Simply just type the title of the book exactly the way it is into the search bar, click search, and there's a good chance that you'll be able to find this book for free in a hypothetical scenario. Alright, number 2, your major. Your major will most likely change at least once throughout college. Up to 80% of college students in the United States end up changing their major at least one time. And I know some of you guys are like, but Jason, I want to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. Yeah, and I also wanted to be an engineer at the start of college, and that lasted about 1 math class into the semester. And now I'm going to grad school for physical therapy. So, you don't need to figure out this perfect major or this perfect lifestyle during your first 2 years of college. There's this idealistic world of college where you go into your freshman year knowing exactly what major you want to do, and you have this perfect career plan and everything is just so amazing, but that's not the case. If it is for you, that's amazing. I'm happy for you. But most likely, won't be the case, and that's okay. As you take different classes, meet different people, join clubs, and do internships, your interests will change over time, and that's completely okay. Number trace. Take your freshman year GPA seriously. For many people, including myself, freshman year is the most difficult year, not just because of the difficulty of the classes, but because the change in lifestyle is so big. And because of this change in lifestyle, many students tend to suffer in terms of grade and start off their college career with a poor GPA. Yes, your GPA is not everything, but if you wish to pursue higher education such as grad school, your GPA is going to matter. One of the best things that I did for myself throughout college was getting a 4.0 my freshman year. Having that strong foundation set up for myself allowed me to have some wiggle room throughout the next few years. For example, when I got my first C in a biology class my junior year, my GPA only went down from a 3.8 to a 3.7. Whereas if I started my freshman year off with all C's and a 2.0 GPA, it'd be much harder to bring that GPA up. Now, I'm not saying get a 4.0. If anything, I tried a little too hard. I probably missed out on a lot of social stuff because of that 4.0. But it is what it is. What I'm just saying is balance is everything. Make sure to have fun and experience that college lifestyle, but do not trash your freshman year grades due to poor decisions. Just make sure you go to class, do your homework, and study for exams, and you will be fine. Number 4. Utilize your professor's office hours. To be honest, I never understood why people don't use office hours. For starters, you're able to get direct help from the person who is actually making the exam. So therefore, you should ask them about concepts that will be on the exam, and they will most likely be able to explain it to you in a way that they want you to understand it for the exam. Doing this especially helped me in classes such as calculus, chemistry, and statistics, where concepts are extremely important. Also, if you plan on applying to grad school, make sure you get close with your professors, because you're going to need letters of recommendations for most graduate programs. And many professors have hundreds of students, many of which they can't even put a face to name together. So why would they write a letter of recommendation for a student that they don't even know what they look like? So this is why office hours is a great opportunity. It gives the professor the opportunity to remember who you are, and therefore is willing to write you a letter of recommendation. Number 5. Food. You're going to be spending a lot of money on food. Majority of the money that comes out of my bank account is spent on food. It's so hard to not spend money on food, especially if your campus has like a student union where you're able to buy like coffee, bagels, chips, snacks, etc. I always tell myself in the beginning of every semester, okay, I'm not going to spend money on food this semester. I'm going to save a lot of money up. Doesn't happen. It's just so hard when you have an awkward 15 to 30 minute gap in between classes and you're just walking past Dunkin' Donuts and you're just like, do I need a third cup of coffee today? Yes. Boom, $4. And then while you're studying at the library and you get kind of hungry and you didn't bring a snack and you don't want to walk all the way to the dining hall, but there's a Dunkin' right downstairs, bagel, $3. Repeat that behavior like 4 times a week and that's already $30 gone in 1 week. And then it's the weekend and you and your friends go out, get some drinks, and get even more food, more money. I don't know, maybe I'm just terrible with money and you guys are way better than me at budgeting. But yeah, there'll be a lot of temptation around you to spend money on food, so just be aware of that. All right, last but not least, number 6, and that's college is a journey. Look, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, I've been different every single year. You will have the highest of highs in college and also the lowest of lows. That's part of not only the college experience, but life as well. There will be days where you're struggling, or where you're questioning college, or your lifestyle, and that's okay. Every college student has struggled, or haven't been happy at a certain point in college, and if they haven't, they're most likely lying. When you're feeling low, you need to always remember that you're going through a journey and there's lots of obstacles along the way. Recognize your feelings and maybe talk to somebody, whether that's professionally, family, friends, whatever it may be. And always know that you're going to get through whatever obstacle it may be, and you will come out of it a lot stronger. Every single year, I've had an extremely difficult obstacle, from a pandemic to heartbreak to health issues and more. However, all these major obstacles had one thing in common, and that is that it helped me grow and mature as a person. And I truly do appreciate the fact that I did have these experiences. I mean, not because it was fun, trust me, it wasn't fun, but because they made me who I am today. So always remember that life is a journey, and there will be lows, but that's what makes the highs that much better. Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed that video and found at least one of those helpful, please hit that thumbs up button for me, as that would tremendously help my channel out. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, and you can find me on Instagram right over here. If you want to know how to get a 4.0 GPA in college, or if you want to know how I got into physical therapy school at Columbia University, I actually just made videos out for both, and you can check those out right over here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Keep grinding out there, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.